Pisces. I haven't done a weekly reading yet, so I decided to do one so I could introduce the astrology dice. Now, I pulled 3 cards, and they're not in any particular order like past, present, and future. And the 3 dice are in front of the cards, and the black one on the left is the zodiac signs. The one in the center is planets, our lunar nodes, and the one on the right is houses. Now, you can think about this like a game: personality, plot, place. You know, the clue game, Colonel Mustard with the knife in the conservatory. Now I'll be doing a regular tarot reading, and then I'll be doing a combination reading with the cards and the dice. So in essence, you're going to be receiving a tarot reading and a horoscope at the same time. Now the cards that you received are the 4 of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the 8 of Wands. Wow, this is going to be kind of a really sensitive week. A withdrawn and isolated week for you to review things. But that's not a bad thing. Maybe it's just your turn. Now the 4 of Swords is a respite from conflict. You know, I don't know what happened on the left side of the 4 of Swords in your past, but obviously something threw you into the 4 of Swords recuperation mode. You know, you've been through some physical strain, mental drain, and now you're there laying around trying to recharge your batteries. You know, in the olden days, the knights bought their own tomb before they went out on campaigns just in case they didn't come back. Well, this guy came back alive, and now he's wondering why some of his friends had died. And what is the purpose of life, and what is the purpose of his life? And what does he want to do with his life? He's taking a time out right now to heal, restore. He's licking his wounds, recuperating his sanity, and trying to gain some type of perspective, and trying to relax, take a break from worry and anxiety. And boy, do we have a lot of them in modern day times. He just wants a break from his troubles, which is a little different than the Hanged Man, who's going into a meditative isolation to acquire wisdom. You know, wisdom is so important to the Hanged Man that he's going on a spiritual journey from death to rebirth. And this card indicates that there could be some sacrifices involved in acquiring this wisdom. Maybe you've already sacrificed, and that's why you're in the 4 of Swords mode along with the Hanged Man. This card encompasses the Tao concept of wu-wei, and it actually means non-doing. It's just time to let things take its natural flow and not resist anymore. You know, a lot of times we try to control our physical world, and it just doesn't work. You can't put a round peg in a square hole. And now once you acquire some of this wisdom, then you start looking at things in a different light. You start realizing that you have to get rid of the old and accept the new with open arms. It's time to change. You know, pain in life is inevitable, but suffering is optional, and I think that's where the 4 of Swords guy is back there saying, why am I suffering? But if you were feeling confused, I don't think you're going to be anymore with the 8 of Wands. Because this is like a miasma that's being lifted, and you're seeing things with more clarity. There's going to be some swift unfolding events that are going to change some things for you. The 8 of Wands can be about the cadences of life and children growing up, us growing older, and the challenges that are involved in change and how to deal with them. This is a positive change card, though. An immovable mountain is now movable when you have had obstacles in front of you and casting into your path right and left. All of a sudden now everything is falling together and you're able to go forward. And this card is about travel. And it can be physical travel, but with the 4 of Swords and the Hanged Man here, I think it's more of a spiritual journey than anything else. You've been doing some self-discovery. Now I tossed the dice and you received Cancer, Mercury in the 2nd house. Now you received another Cup sign, Cancer. Sensitivity once again. And there's going to be some more withdrawals in this reading. Whatever happened before the Four of Swords and the Hanged Man has you remembering a lot of things, and this is from Mercury in Cancer. You might feel some resentment from these memories because, you've got an imaginative, sensitive nature going on here. Even when things happened, you didn't remember what happened more than the mood and the feelings of how it happened and how you felt about it. You're going to be wearing your emotions on your sleeve this week, and you're going to be expressing your opinions more in moods. And if you have perceived some type of slight or insult, you're going to be the crab like Cancer, and you're going to just immediately withdraw. But in order for you to get out of this funk, you have to start looking at things more subjectively and philosophically. And this is what the Four of Swords and the Hanged Man is saying to you. Some people might think you're acting kind of slow and unresponsive, but in reality, you're just thinking of things, and you're actually understanding more than people know. And the funny thing is that you just haven't told anybody. But you will with the Eight of Wands. It'll come out. Now all these cards are having you balance your emotions. And you'll be learning a lot of new things throughout this week. And problem solving will come from more of your feelings than taking any practical approach. Any negative people that you come in contact with, you're going to have to get away from them like the plague, because you're just going to start absorbing these negative feelings. So basically, you should really feel out your audience before you get involved in anything. Just sit back and listen for a while. And if you don't like what you hear, just walk away. You could oppose these negative people or edify them. But what for? Now, Mercury in the second house has much the same feeling as what I talked about with Cancer and Mercury. You're not going to be sharing your thoughts easily with people. And you're going to feel like you have to do a lot of homework in order to make any decisions. But whatever you do learn, you are going to communicate with people very carefully about how you feel. And this week, you'll be a collector of thoughts and ideas that you'll eventually put into action with the Eight of Wands there. And when the mood hits, you're going to go up to a podium and give the biggest, most astounding speech to people that you've ever done. So it really is time to take advantage of this quiet, introspective week, so you can work out some problems that have kind of been hanging in the balance. And that's a little pun with the Hanged Man. So you can resolve whatever happened in the past before the Four of Swords and go on with your life. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.